Hello guys, and welcome to episode 31 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as a Schistocerca Alveare. And today, well, we need to first sort out the amount of directly controlled colonized systems we have. Since we did in the last episode manage to kill off the Kroll sovereign tribes and the Zant Union. So let's go ahead and do that. We do still have, one more directly controlled colonized system than we can control normally. So just got to figure out where that is and then add it to a system. So I think I was going to add it to my first system here. If we go into the Empire, I can go to my first sector. It has 12 planets. It might actually, we could probably put it towards the Atavrish sector. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead. Okay, so we'll go add that one there, that one, and safe. Okay, cool. So this planet here has literally just been founded, but I'm going to make sure that population is enslaved, and I'll allow the sector to continue to micromanage that. Whereas at Nixahal, we will probably use some of our energy and minerals to get rid of a lot of these blockers. So let's do that first. Just make sure that all of those are queued to get rid of, and we can get rid of these ones as well, and that will make that planet extremely big. So we currently control what, 7 planets directly, so that's quite a lot, but I do have even more planets that I can colonize. We've got a tropical world and a continental world at Avani and Hithram that we can put new colonies on. We also have a desert world at Ophil and a tropical world as well, and an arid world at Sidor. So we have ample opportunity now to colonize more planets, which is probably what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and grab, well, let's just upgrade this building first. Okay, so we've done that. Yeah, I'm going to go to the spaceport. We're going to build more colony ships. We do have 346 income of energy per month, which is much more than I've ever had previously. I'm not entirely sure if something's changed, but either way, I'm not going to complain, I don't think, about that. So how many planets do we have to colonize? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more planets, maybe 7 more planets. Stratal, let's have a look. So this is a continental world. We can land a Schistocerca and pop on there, I believe. Might not be great for habitability. We could go ahead and do these, but I'm really scared that this Forgotten Empire will attack me, so I'm going to avoid doing that. So we'll go for, what, 6 for now? I think 6 will do. So maybe I'll add those to the queue somewhere else, if I can. Nixahal, let's make sure that that has a missile defense system. It's the longest range. And I'll just add a couple more to the queue here. So, can any build them at a shorter time? No, doesn't matter. So let's just get another colony ship. I actually need minerals. I've gotten so used to not needing minerals that that's actually quite strange. Anyway, all our construction ships are onto their tasks, and once they're finished we can start to build down here as well at Vikaskan. So this sector of Vikaskan now has the Kroll sovereign tribes there, and it looks like we've completed an anomaly. So the planet Tiers 4A is a toxic wasteland, but our scans unveil that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed this its home planet via a heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. On a remote hill, close to a major city, we have found a lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolated and surrounded by military vehicles, so deteriorated that they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could provide us with ample study material. So we could do a cautionary tale which adds the Fallen Robotic Society modifier to tiers 4A and gives us 5 engineering research per month if we build a research station there. Or we can do the machines left behind and try and activate the robots. I think we'll actually try and activate the robots just because I'm interested in some of these quests and it seems like a pretty fun idea. So let's maybe do that. The machines left behind. It needs to have 1 science ship in orbit. So there probably was a science ship in the system. It was probably that one. So I'll add that to the research project queue. And he can go back there once he's finished with surveying the other systems. It shouldn't take too long. I think these are just stars. Oh, there is quite a lot of planets there actually. Okay, well it might take him a little while then. But that's okay. In the meantime, we need to look at who we want to attack next. And we also need to colonize those new planets. So we can do both at the same time. And that's probably what I'm going to do. So let's choose our next target. We have the nation of Athas on our border, and they control a lot of planets that I think I could use, so maybe we shall attack them. Let's just jump into the contacts and see who they are friends with. They are in a coalition with the Neborite Union, the Damana Commonwealth, and the Adnaran Nation, and they are the overlord of the Pirac Coalition. Interesting. So maybe not a good idea. But the Neborite Union also in the same coalition or federation. So what about the Kiiks-Lufran galactic hierarchy? We could just circulate the nation of Athas and avoid them entirely. So what about, yeah, the Kiiks-Lufran galactic hierarchy? So they have a non-aggression pact with the Lagin Chus nation. And they're rivals with everyone else. Okay, so that's fine. They are pathetic in comparison to us. Let's just have a look. So their technology level is equivalent, but their fleet power and naval capacity is pathetic. So we could easily take them over. And I think I might just do that. We'll make them abandon their planets anyway. And then we can colonize them ourselves. So another research project complete. So exotic woodwind. Music has taken many forms among the beings we have encountered since leaving Schistoron, and the methods and preferences continue to baffle us. Sometimes alien music is inaudible to us, while at other times the waves are strong enough to destroy our capacity for hearing. Coming across music that we love more than its creators is a rare occasion indeed. Such a rare occasion has occurred recently on Kothian Prime. Located close to the Cardu border, radio stations playing music from the other side have grown immensely in popularity. It appears some instrument from is not just pleasant, but appears to cause Schistocercan bodies to resonate, causing a relaxing feeling in the mesenteron. Whatever this instrument is, it's unlike any of our own. Wow, okay. So us bugs getting a thrill out of this music. That's quite amusing. So what do we want to do? We could get the plus 20% happiness for 1,200 months on Kothian Prime, and the Xenophile ethic will get gained. Let us be careful and study this instrument. Now, I don't necessarily want to be a Xenophile, so let's go ahead and study the instrument.
Situation log updated.
So that will give us, or cost, 500 society research. Let's go ahead and investigate it. Ooh, look at this. Groovy. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get in there to do that research project, because that's the Beacon of Infinity. They have a massive circular system. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, but they are pretty awesome. It's like a massive terraformed station that sits around a star. It's very, very cool. And they have multiple districts, and I believe you can take them over. But either way, we're going to leave that for now, as we cannot complete that research project without getting open borders, and it's unlikely considering everyone hates us. So I'm going to avoid that, and let's try and go for Empire Leader capacity improvement, because I think having more leaders is something I need, especially to control my new sector and also to have more military leaders and so on. So that's something I'm going to go for there. Fleet order finished. That's fine. And both of my fleets are upgrading currently. So we can't go to war just yet, but we need to choose who we're going to go to war with, because I was going to look... Oh, I already chose the Kiilstofte Galactic Hierarchy, didn't I? Yeah, so we'll continue with that idea. What about the Adnaran Confederacy? We might be able to get rid of them. They do not have any friends, so that could be a nice idea. The Fex Klanger civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of an alien civilization on Urugun. They appear to be in the early space age, as evidenced by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. The nation states are on the path towards joining together in a global government. Okay, so at Urugun, let's just have a look at that. Is that in our own systems? No, it's not. It's down here at the Great Adnaran Hierarchy. So we can get rid of the Adnaran Confederacy anyway. And looks like I will do that, because that will get rid of one more annoying nation that we have to deal with. So I can just make them abandon their planets there. So that's probably what I'll do. That will probably expand the borders of everyone around them and fill up the gaps anyway. But it just means that we get rid of that annoying nation. So after I've finished upgrading the attack swarms, I will bring them over towards Athos and Fangnaur, and then we can get ready to go to war. Our resource storage is full once again. I will maybe pump some energy towards one of these sectors if they need it, because I'm going to continue to make more energy anyway. So let's just throw those resources towards the Vaikasan sector. Let's have a quick look at this on the surface. These guys all need to be enslaved, I believe. Actually, maybe not, because they are the collectivists, aren't they? Yeah, I think I figured that out in the last episode as well. Yeah, we're just literally waiting for the recently conquered modifier to disappear and they will be perfectly fine. Let's have a quick look at these factions. The docile slaves are fine. The malcontent slaves don't really have much chance of growing. They have 0.5 chance per month to gain 10% support, which is nothing really.
System survey complete.
Yeah, none of the other factions are really a problem at the moment, so I don't need to have to do any large-scale purging. All of the colony ships literally just finished at once, considering I did do it while I was paused. Let's have a quick look at what we can do with the science ship. I think I'll take him down here, and we shall try and research. Can we not get to this system? How is that out of our reach? There is definitely a wormhole station there that can allow us to get there. Where's the science ship? This science ship must be somewhere that it can't get away from. That's interesting. Did we lose our capability to jump to Besna? I think we might have. The Kiilstofte Galactic Hierarchy, I think, took over Josk format, where we had our other wormhole station. So now this poor science ship can't actually get back. That's interesting. Well, I guess I can just tell him to go and survey all of these systems down here. as well add that one to the queue as well. Okay, so that will give that science ship something to do anyway while we figure out how to get our ships over here.
Complete.
But for now, we don't have to worry. And the ships have been upgraded, so I don't think much really changed in terms of their overall fleet strength. You can see it's currently 40,894. As soon as they upgrade... Okay, we got a couple extra thousand strength there. But nothing too different happening. The corvettes, they have lasers and devastator torpedoes. The destroyers have the small Gauss cannons, devastator torpedoes, laser, and the Guardian Point defense systems. Then the cruisers have medium devastator torpedoes and large X-ray lasers, which is what we saw previously. And it looks like the battleships also have large X-ray lasers. So at the moment, what's happening is, oh, they also have shields now again. That's great. And having the shield regeneration there is really good because that allows them to absorb some initial blows from the enemy, which is great. So good that those battleships have upgraded. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this war with the Great Adnaran Hierarchy, or the Adnaran Confederacy, sorry. So we will communicate with them, declare war, and we will humiliate them and make them abandon their planets. So they are going to abandon Ijama's treasure and Madragon's stronghold, and we will make them cede their home planet to me.
System survey
so
complete.
That should be everything, and just going to check this. Plov, Arom, and Jata Ramus. Confirm. Okay, well, so we'll send one of the fleets to Plov, one of the fleets to Arom, then I'll get my transport fleets to follow up. And these guys need to embark and join them, and then they can go to Arom. Great stuff. So now we have a science ship that is finished with what it was doing. Let's see if that can get to Most Haven. No, it can't. Oh, that one's sleeping. Why are you sleeping? Oh, I think you're stuck over here as well. Let's head you back to Besnar. Maybe you can jump all the way back now? No, you can't. That's annoying. Oh, we need to send our colony ships out, of course. So let's make sure not to waste time and do that. So let's go to Sidor 3A. We will land in the center, I believe, so we get the best adjacency bonus. And at Ufil, I think we'll settle the desert world there. Although that tropical world in the center is pretty nice, so we'll go there first. And then the next one. There is a really nice planet here. Wow. Let's go and colonize that. And we can also colonize here at Avani 1A. That's a continental world. So we're going to have 4 more planets going up this way. It looks like I might have to make a new sector just to control those ones, unless I can add it to my other sectors that have been here. Maybe I'll have all 3 sectors sort of stretch up in this direction in order to incorporate those planets. We'll have to wait and see. So that will do for now anyway. At least the colony ships are going to go do something. I need to make some more, I really do. So let's add more to the queue. Colony ship. We'll build 8 more. What, 8 more? 4 more. So that we have 8. Because we definitely have planets where we can place them, so that's much better to do that sooner than later. Although we might not have enough influence to actually put them down. Although, if we win this war we get 100 influence, and then if we win the next war we get another 100 influence. So that's going to give us more chance to colonize, and the ones in our own systems only cost like 58, so that's fine. But we are at war. This construction ship can do something, so let's go ahead and build mining stations at Mosthaven. And it looks like... Are we already building at Medak? Oh, it's our sector has built a construction ship and is doing it itself. That's nice. So maybe the construction ship can build mining stations and research stations at Savasic instead. And we will also tell that construction ship to head to Hestamir and build the research station here. Oh, never mind, we can't, because it's already got the annoying mining drone station above it. I swear that keeps I keep falling for that. Normally they have like the yellow number underneath if they're already like covered by something, but this one has the white number and it's really confusing.
Hostile fleet detected.
Ah, looks like we have a hostile fleet there that we might have to worry about.
Station under attack.
Let's make sure we just go to Athas with our large fleet. But this 38,600 strength fleet is just going to head straight to Ijama's treasure. And we do have our transport fleet arriving very shortly. So where's the opposing fleet gone? I can't quite see where they are. Either way, let's jump back into this galaxy.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Or this solar system.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So here is the Adnaran Confederacy's fleet. It looks like they might have just jumped out. No other important messages currently. Going to keep my transport fleets
System survey complete.
with my main fleet so that they don't get caught out. And it looks like these ships are going to take their sweet time. But you can see we are moving into formation. The destroyers do have those point defense systems, so them sitting out in front is great because it allows them to absorb a lot of missiles if the enemy use them before they hit the battleships, which now have shields as well, which is very, very cool. So they can absorb a few hits, and they do actually regenerate those pretty quickly. So off goes the first shot towards this spaceport. And there's a 2,800 fleet of the Adnaran Confederacy. I'm not exactly sure they were ready for what's hit them, as that fleet is just standing there and watching from a distance. So now the lasers coming into play. And the Wandering Forest migrate again. Finally, the battleships are firing their large torpedoes, but it looks like the job's already done.
Situation log updated.
And we can start to bombard the planet. So that big fleet at Athas can head to Plov. And it looks like the 2,800 there may have come to try and kill off my transport fleets, but my massive fleet is arriving, so that's not an issue. How long is it going to take to jump? We're nearly there, and as soon as we do arrive, we are going to engage almost instantly with that 2,800 stack and take them out. Oh, look at this. All of the ships firing at once as well. I think one of these poor ships at the front is going to take all of that. Crazy stuff. So it looks like they have just launched loads of bombers, which is quite funny. But a special project was complete. The facility on Tiers 4A lights up as Science Officer Cool Inall's plan finally comes to fruition. The robots activate and immediately move with purpose. The crew of the Zophad stare in shock, but unwarrantably so, as the machines move out across the world, starting to cleanse the toxicity from it. One could assume that the previous inhabitants were too wrapped up in conflict to save themselves. Amazing. So, the planet class of Tiers 4A changes to Continental, and that's awesome. So let's just go to Zophad. Or is this a different place? Where is it? Tiers 4A. Yeah, that's now become a colonizable planet. That's pretty awesome. How big is it? It's quite small, I believe. And we have the robotic remains on that planet, so we could just research it instead of colonizing it.
Hostile fleet engaged.
But I mean, we do have a lot of colony ships being built, so that should be fine anyway. Down here, I'm surprised this fleet's still alive, to be honest, as the lasers do open up on both sides. My big battleships with their big green lasers absolutely doing tons of damage to these cruisers now, and you can see we've just wrecked them entirely. They did not stand a chance. Now a second fleet of a battleship and cruiser are heading my way. Fighting till the death, it seems. One of my scientists is dead.
System survey complete.
It looks like the scientists in Tiers decided it was time for him to die. So let's recruit another for the cause, and we will get the anomaly research speed and the anomaly fail risk reduction. It's a very good one. And I'm not entirely sure what his job was, but we should be able to use him for something. Unless we have finally surveyed all of the systems. Let me just
situation log updated.
Sort things out, because a lot of the notifications did just pop up. So if no one is researching these systems, surveying these systems up here, then I might send that science ship to go do that. Yeah, we can do that. Fantastic. But unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. So in the next episode, we will continue the destruction of the Adnaran Confederacy and wipe them out entirely, destroying all of the population on their planets. That will allow the other nations around to basically control that area, but not for long, as I will come in and sweep up onto those as well. The Kiklufran galactic hierarchy will not see it coming, and I will wreck them off the face of the galaxy. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.